going on, everybody? Joseph Hadid here for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your news, your local community. Good morning, sports family. Thank you for joining us. It is Happy Cinco de Mayo Day. Yes, indeedy. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday, May 5th, 2023. This is your host, Joseph Hadid, for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Thank you for tuning to us on our YouTube channel, wherever you may be, in searching us on YouTube, WWSUP by Joey, for all the latest sports updates on a daily basis, as we are committed and dedicated to giving you the research that you want to be followed up upon. Yes. All right. So we do that for you, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, hopefully everybody had a great work week. To all the kids out there, hopefully you had a great school week. It is TGIF, so hopefully you guys are ready for this upcoming weekend and ready to make the most of it nonetheless. And ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I just want to mention this. If you are planning on venturing out tonight, I know, again, as I just mentioned, it is Cinco de Mayo Day today. Please, if you decide you want to drink and you are not capable of driving, I'm just passing this message out to all my people out there that like to drink alcohol beverages. If you're not capable to be able to drive, always call somebody. They'll pick you up. Friends, family, relatives, cousins, in that nature. They'll be happy to get you, or maybe call an Uber or a taxi driver, or just drink responsibly and be careful. All right. I know it's also Taco Day today too, so make the most of it. Make the most of it. It is Cinco de Mayo as we speak, but again, drink responsibly though. Definitely. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, let's shift over to sports and go over the sports news coverage that transpired this past week, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to talk about the NFL draft that transpired, ladies and gentlemen. Not too long ago. I believe it was last week, right? So you all remember it was a 3-day event, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, do you also remember the city that hosted the NFL draft? Well, I'll refresh your memory. Excuse me. The city of Kansas City. Kansas City, ladies and gentlemen. The city of Kansas City. Kansas City, ladies and gentlemen, attracts 312,000 fans for that 3-day draft event. How awesome is that, huh? So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, the NFL draft became a roadshow by accident, apparently. And it couldn't have been drawn up any better. NFL spokesman Brian McCarthy announced that 312,000 fans attended the 3-day event in the city whose local team won the most recent Super Bowl. Pre-draft estimates had landed at 300,000, with the possibility of going up to 600,000 based on weather. By Saturday, the weather was perfect, but the crowd was spotty, as it often is. It's the same vibe, no matter where the draft is. Night 1, magical. Night 2, still pretty good. Day 3, what are we doing here? The TV coverage mirrors that, with the content gradually becoming sports radio talking points that, for those of us in the business of trafficking, in those talking points on a regular basis, holds little interest. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's shift over to some NHL hockey news. Ladies and gentlemen, did you just recall the biggest upset in NHL hockey sports, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, I am beyond shocked. I really am that the Boston Bruins blew a 3-1 lead, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you are not hearing wrong here. They blew a 3-1 lead in the series against the Florida Panthers. And ladies and gentlemen, the Panthers did the ultimate thing that was possibly making the impossible the possible. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. The Florida Panthers, they stunned the Presidents Trophy-winning Boston Bruins to face the Toronto Maple Leafs in the second round. The Boston Bruins are done, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak. With a long offseason to think about, their failure to capitalize on the greatest regular season in NHL history, the Florida Panthers are moving on. Thrown right into their second round series against the Toronto Maple Leafs, Brandon Matar tied it with 1 minute left in regulation. And Carter Vergo scored the game winner at 8:35 of overtime. The Panthers won 3 straight after falling behind 3-1 in the best of 7 series, as we just mentioned. So again, it was the best of 7 series, ladies and gentlemen. Boston, the Presidents Trophy winners with NHL records of 65 wins and 135 points, and I believe they only had 12 losses, ladies and gentlemen, had not lost 3 in a row all season. Wow, just wow. So ladies and gentlemen, that shifts over now to what is definitely going on in the city of Boston sports. What is brewing in Boston? Are we dealing with a curse here in sports? You know, and also I want to throw a little curveball here. Are the Boston Celtics in the NBA the next team to fall? Right now they're playing against the 76ers. So this is a little bit of a head scratcher here, you know. And ladies and gentlemen, this is actually nothing new. To all the sports fans out there, this really is nothing new. I mean, look, we just witnessed the Boston Bruins. They fell after leading the series 3-1. And then not too long ago, ladies and gentlemen, we witnessed in the NBA where the Miami Heat knocked off the Milwaukee Bucks. The number 8 seed knocked off the number 1 seed. So, yeah, this is not really a shocker. You know, I mean, it's becoming like a normal trend in sports, pretty much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right to it. The President's Trophy, ladies and gentlemen, it is definitely a curse. It hits a record-setting Boston Bruins, pretty much. The President's Trophy curse, ladies and gentlemen, was just too strong as we speak. Even for a team coming off the best regular season in NHL history. After a record-setting year, the Boston Bruins failed to get out of the first round of the playoffs, losing to the Florida Panthers in overtime in 7 games on Sunday night. And suddenly, ladies and gentlemen, Boston fans who were eagerly planning for 2 parades, the Celtics are primed for a long playoff run too. As we mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, yes, they were, ladies and gentlemen, the city of Boston, they were ready for 2 parades. One of them was the Boston Bruins and the Boston Celtics. And so, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, the Celtics are primed for a long playoff run too. But, ladies and gentlemen, look who's in the way right now. The Philadelphia 76ers. And I believe that series is now tied 1 apiece, I believe. So, ladies and gentlemen, instead, they are wondering where this Bruins collapse ranks amongst the city's all-time worst. The Bruins fired coach Bruce Cassidy after a first-round exit last year and replaced him with Jim Montgomery, then coaxed Bergergen and David Courage away from possible retirement in the hopes of getting a second NHL title in a dozen years. They won 17 of their first 19 games and did not lose in regulation at home until mid-January. Finishing with the best record in the regular season has become a dubious distinction. Only twice in 20 years has the President's Trophy winner gone on to win the Stanley Cup. Most recently, a decade ago, when the Blackhawks beat Boston in the final. Since then, only one team has made it past the second round. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, this is really a disappointment by the Boston Bruins. I mean, to be eliminated in the first round, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this is probably one of the worst defeats in NHL hockey, ladies and gentlemen. It really, really is. I mean, for crying out loud, you were the better team with the best record, and in display, of course. They couldn't even make the Stanley Cup, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I would have gave them some credit had they gone to the Stanley Cup and lost, with that remarkable season of theirs that they had. But to lose in the first round, that is just disappointment. It really is. It really is. Heartbreaking, nonetheless. So again, the ultimate question is, what is brewing in Boston? And are the Boston Celtics the next team to fall? It'll be really, really interesting, huh? It'll be definitely interesting. All right. Let's shift over to some NBA news, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of the NBA, ladies and gentlemen, do you all recall the Sacramento Kings game and the Golden State Warriors game 6? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it averaged 4.98 million viewers, the largest audience for a first round in ESPN history. The Sacramento Kings Game 6 win over the Golden State Warriors on last Friday, I believe, averaged 4.98 million viewers on ESPN, making it the largest audience for a first round NBA series in the network's history. The game, which beat out the Lakers Thunder Game 6 from 2010, peaked at 6.51 million viewers in the final quarter hour. The Lakers win over the Grizzlies later that night averaged 4.64 million viewers, making it the third largest first round audience in ESPN history. Thursday night's Game 6 between the Hawks and Celtics averaged 2.98 million viewers on TNT. That was up 12% from last year. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's shift over to some National Football League news. The National Football League, ladies and gentlemen, is under investigation by 2 U.S. states over sex bias and harassment claims. Did anybody hear about that news? Let's get right to it. State attorney generals in New York and California on Thursday launched a joint investigation into allegations that female employees of the National Football League have been subjected to sex discrimination and harassment. Bonetta and James said they issued subpoenas to the NFL on Thursday seeking relevant information. Ladies and gentlemen, if we do have more information on that, please tune in to Facebook, my Facebook group page, Twitter, and Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, for all the latest information on this as it comes about, and we'll give you the latest as the NFL is investigating discrimination and harassment as we speak. All right. Speaking of the NFL, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about Tom Brady. Tom Brady, ladies and gentlemen, is reportedly in talks of that he could possibly walk away from $375 million Fox NFL Analyst contract, apparently. The news of Brady potentially walking away from his contract is significant for Fox, which gave him a 10-year, $375 million deal before he retired from the NFL following the 2022 season. Brady was originally expected to join the Fox broadcast booth in the fall of 2024 as perhaps the network's biggest asset. Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olsen were part of Fox's top team during the 2022 season. There was speculation that Brady was going to play a role in Fox coverage of Super Bowl 57 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, but that didn't happen according to plan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's shift over back to some NHL hockey news. Many people are asking, what is the smallest city in NHL hockey team? Well, we have the answer for you. Ladies and gentlemen, that answer is Quebec City. It was by far the smallest market in the National Hockey League. It was also the second smallest major league city in North America. Behind, ladies and gentlemen, to only the Green Bay, Wisconsin, home of the National Football League's Green Bay Packers. So we had to give you some geography news there, apparently. Yeah, we can say geography news. That has to do with sports, of course. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all for this week. Again, happy Cinco de Mayo Day. Please be safe out there today if you decide to venture out and celebrate, with tacos and alcoholic beverages. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you can't drive, please call somebody, reach out to someone so you can make it home safe and sound. Nonetheless, we need you to be that way. Ladies and gentlemen, again, enjoy your Friday, enjoy your upcoming weekend. Till then, take care of sports family, take care of each other. Hit the like button, subscribe, share it out, let everybody know what WWSUP by Joey is all about. That's Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community for all the latest sports updates on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen. As you search us on YouTube.com, our YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, for the latest sports updates. Till then, ladies and gentlemen, this is Joseph Hadid for Worldwide Sport Updates, your podcast, your sports, your news, your local community. Stay safe, take care of each other, sports family. We'll interact and talk soon. Bye-bye for now.